So since I've replaced the battery in my smartphone, now if you didn't see that video, you can go ahead and click here and that'll take you over there. Anyway, since I replaced the battery in my smartphone, now I noticed I've had some problems with the sound, specifically with the microphone and with the internal speaker. Now I need to kind of see what's going on here. And most likely it's a loose connection in there somewhere. The Nexus 5 is notorious for having a loose connection to the daughter board from the motherboard. So so we're going to perform a little surgery today, get in there and shore up that connection just a little bit. Now today what we're going to use, we're going to have our good old Nexus 5 here, and we're of course going to have our warranty voiders, and we're going to use just a little piece of receipt tape to make that, just give it a little bit more pressure and get that connection just a little bit more secure. Anyway, so let's get started. We're going to start the same way by same way we do anything, by taking the back off of our Nexus 5 here, sliding that pick down in there and getting that going. Right. Alright, now that we're inside, we're of course going to take the 6 retaining screws off the motherboard plate. Pry bar and pull that right up. Give it a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said. Okay, now what you'll see in here is I've actually got a little piece of paper right there. This is just a little folded up piece of receipt paper. Maybe a millimeter, maybe a half a millimeter worth there, just to give it a little bit of pressure. That's because I've already diagnosed this problem, and I've already played around with a little bit of solution. So to solve your problem from scratch, we're just going to tear off, maybe an inch square of some receipt paper here. We're just going to give her some folds. Just fold her right up. Right in half, and then half again. And we just want to get it just about the size of that of this daughter board connector right here. Tear off just a little extra there, and give that just one more little. That's going to fit right on there, just like that. And what that's going to do, that's just going to give a little bit of pressure, just pushing down from the back plate right onto that daughter board connector. Make sure that thing's nice and solid. So the tricky part here is then putting this motherboard plate back on in place and not moving that paper any. So we got her more or less in place. We're just going to take our little pry bar and just kind of give her a little tap right there so she sits in place correctly. And of course push down, pressure on the clips, make sure those pop back into place. And then of course we just apply the screws back in reverse order. Make sure they're nice and tight, especially down here in this little bottom corner here, so it holds that connection true. Good and tight there. A lot of downward pressure, holding all that together. Under pressure, pushing down me, pushing down my connection. Strip it. Alright, that's back in place, and we just put our cover right back on, snap that all into position. Power her up and see what happens. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. And there we go. Testing. Good as new. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit the subscribe button or check out some of the other videos in the library.